basmati brown rice in it, and I'm just going to be putting some into this pot. Guys, sorry, I don't do any measuring. I've been cooking from a really young age, since I was a teenager. West Indian background, you have to learn how to cook really early and, you know, prepare meals, do housework and all those things. It's just part of our So in here I have basmati brown rice. I have some black beans, which are high in fiber, low in cholesterol, really good for you. I've added some onions, some red onions for flavor, and they're also really spicy. I love adding them in my salad, which you'll see later on when I prepare a salad. And I've also added some green onions, a little bit of seasoning salt, and black pepper. This is just to give my rice and peas a little bit of flavor, guys. And I'm just gonna let that simmer and cook. So the other great tip about meal prepping and just having everything ready and prepared, it makes cooking so easy, guys, by just cutting things up and just having it organized and ready. So here you'll see I have red, yellow, and orange sweet peppers. Here I've cut up some green onions, and then over here I have red onions, which I really love. That I'll be adding to my salad. It gives it a nice kick, and yeah, I like that. And I'm really low on garlic, so this is just a little bit of leftover fresh garlic that I'll be adding to my salmon. So guys, I've cut open my individual salmon steaks out of their bags. They're sitting here in a bowl, and you know, fish carries bacteria and germs. Pretty much all meat do. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my salmon sit or soak for a couple of minutes in some pure white vinegar. And you know, fish is really rancid, and in the Caribbean household we were taught to always clean your meat upon preparing and cooking it. So that's what I'm about to do. So guys, while my salmon was sitting and soaking in vinegar for a couple minutes, I went ahead and diced up some tomatoes and some cucumbers. I've also cleaned and washed my lettuce. I've chopped it up, and I'm allowing it to drain some of the extra water out of it. And I think I mentioned I'll be adding some red onions. This really gives a nice texture and flavor and kick to your salad. And so my salmon is nicely cleaned, and these are all of the spices that I'll be adding to season up my salmon. So I'm just putting a bit of pepper flakes. I mean parsley flakes, guys. Parsley flakes, not pepper flakes. Sorry. I do put pepper flakes in my meat, but for my fish, I'm not adding that. And this is a little bit of black pepper. Like I tell you guys, I am not a measuring type of girl. I just grew up just, you know, adding seasoning, and that's how I roll. So I'm also adding a bit of cayenne pepper, which is good for your metabolism, some turmeric, and I think I've added seasoning salt. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning salt, and that's pretty much it. Then I am going to just rub to Get all that flavor into it. You can wear gloves if you choose to, but because I'm always washing my hands, making sure that it's clean, especially you're in the kitchen cooking, make sure to always cleanse your hands every time you touch something. So that is looking really, really good. So what I'll do now is just let it sit and marinate for a couple of minutes, and then I'll go ahead and start. So guys, I went ahead and allowed my pan and oil to preheat. I've added garlic along with some red onions. I'm just going to allow that to caramelize. This also gives a bit of flavor to your oil as well. And then I'll place my red, yellow, and orange sweet peppers. Allow that to caramelize a bit. And mix a little bit of the chopped green onion. You can stir that up a bit. So after caramelizing all of the garlic and onions and sweet red and green, orange, yellow, and red peppers, I've just added a bit of water. I've allowed that to simmer in the little pan there. And I went ahead, my camera died, so I went ahead and caramelized both sides of my salmon just to give it a bit of color and brownness. Now I'm transferring it into this pan here, and then I'll be adding all of that awesome smelling gravy along with the caramelized onions and sweet peppers and all that stuff, and putting it in the oven and letting it just simmer with all of the juices and all of the flavors for about half an hour or so, and then I'll be taking it out. So guys, this is the final outcome of my rice and peas, and I just wanted to share how I prepare my rice and peas and what I love adding to it to give it, you know, a little bit of flavor and all that good stuff. So guys, as you can see, I've placed my salmon steaks that I've already caramelized on both sides and allowed it to brown a bit with my red, yellow, and orange peppers, my onions, and everything that I caramelized. I went ahead and chopped up some zucchini in some small pieces, and I've topped my fish with it. I've also preheated my oven. I'm about to cover this with some foil paper, allow the zucchini to soften and also to get some color. And the aroma that is bursting off from all of this goodness in front of you guys, it just smells so good, and I can't wait to dig in and show you the final results.